Alright, Remy G from the LUGheads back playing Slay the Spire, and this time I am in the beta branch because they have just released, or at least yesterday they just released, the third character in order to get a little feel for him, playtest him a little bit before they release him officially. This is going to be the last character that they release in early access, and because this is a beta for him, there is still unfinished art and animations, and definitely a lot of balance to still mess around with, but so far I am really loving the way that he plays. He is indeed a mage character, as I suspected. However, he is not exactly human. He is actually an arcane robot of sorts. He is called the Defect, so he is very similar to the Guardian, in fact. Whereas he has an orb, he has some type of diamond, and a lot of his abilities are focused around orbs and this orb mechanic. So what happens is you start out with this cracked core, which is actually part of the character, as you can see. It doesn't disappear if you get rid of this relic, for the record. But this will automatically channel one lightning at the start of each combat, which is what this is. So orbs will fill up these orb slots. You start out with 3, and there are ways to increase the amount of orb slots you have. And they have a passive effect, which in Lightning's case does 3 damage at the end of every turn, or an evoke effect, which when you play a card like Dual Cast, which is one of your starting cards, it will evoke the orb using this, consuming it, and deal 8 damage to a random enemy. Dual Cast would actually evoke it and play it twice, so for the cost of 1 orb, you're actually doing 16 damage. So he's definitely a high-hitting character, so long as you play him correctly. He's definitely, the way the developer described it is that the Ironclad is the most straightforward, easiest to play, and then the Silent was the next step up, much more complicated. You have to plan out your shivs, defenses, and so on and so forth, and poison damage. And then this character is a step beyond the Silent in terms of complexity, and I definitely agree. I'm really enjoying the way this character plays. It's very challenging. I actually have yet to beat Act 2, let alone Act 3, but I am building a deck towards kind of turtling with defense. The way that works is that Frost is another type of orb you can get. There are currently 4 types of orb, and Frost gives you block, which I'll go ahead and play that since it's free. So it gives me 2 block at the end of the turn, and when I evoke it, it gives me 5. And another mechanic that I will have come up soon is Allocate as a card I have. So before this was upgraded, it gave 1 focus, and you would lose 1 strength and 1 dexterity. Focus increases the power of channeled orbs. So when I go back to this and I show you this, so 1 focus will just directly increase this to 3 block and 3 damage, and because I've upgraded that, it actually outweighs the loss of strength and dexterity, so I would get 4 block and do 5 damage, and so on and so forth. And it does affect the evoke damage, or the evoke effect as well. So it is a very powerful method of generating more damage and more block, as well as the other effective orbs. I could play this, but one thing I really like is that when you generate more orbs than you have spaces for, like if I were to play this, it's going to do 7 damage and make another lightning, but I already have all 3 orbs filled up, so we'll automatically evoke your rightmost orb. So it did the damage, it evoked the lightning, and it created a new lightning, which means that this is now my rightmost orb. So if I had the energy to play this, in fact the upgraded version costs 1 energy to play, so I would have, then it would play this twice, giving me 10 block, which I don't even need block at this point, but I am going to throw this on him just to get started. And I just got an email. Yay! Alright, so now he's going to do a shit ton of damage to me, so I want as much block as I can get. So what I want to do is allocate, so this now gives me 2 focus, so that now does 4 block. And when I channel some more cold snaps, which will give me frost and do damage, so I'm going to be doing 10 damage and making 2 more frost orbs, then it will evoke this, giving me 7 block, like so. And play another one, like so. So now, I really didn't need to do that because now he's in defensive mode, and I'm only going to be able to do 5 damage to him. I kind of actually wish I thought a little bit further ahead and played this, so that every time I take damage it would channel 1 lightning. The upgraded version of this channels 2 lightning, So if you build something that would allow you to successfully heal or take damage safely, you could just have lightning orbs filtering non-stop. But yeah, so that'll do 5 damage and I'll gain an additional 8 block. And those will stay. So really I only need to defend 1 extra point. However, I am going to attack him. And this is another fun card, so the upgraded version of this removes an exhaust effect. So I can now trigger my passive effects whenever I want, basically. And then this is another one, when it's unupgraded, it only gives you 1 orb slot, but that is one of the ways you can increase the amount of orbs that you can generate. I don't actually know how many total orb slots you can have. So I think what I'm going to do is play the Impulse, so that will do 5 damage to him, and that does not trigger the Sharp-Eyed because I'm not attacking him, my orb is. So now I already have 8 block, which I'm going to get 8 more and do 5 more damage. So I'll just go ahead and strike him because I can afford to lose that block. Because it's coming right back, like so. And then he'll also take damage for attacking me because I have bronze scales. So he'll do 16. This is a fun card, so it does 7 damage, and the next card you play is put back on top of your draw pile. So I'm going to play that. I'll take a little bit of damage. I'm okay with that because I want to play this Cold Snap and put that right back there. Because generating more orbs is the way to go. So that's going to give me 12 block. If I play that, that'll give me 4, so that'll be 16 block. And voila. He can't hurt me, and he hurts himself. So again, this allocate card, it does not exhaust, it keeps coming around, and so long as it's upgraded, it outweighs the lost strength and dexterity. So now I'm getting 6 block for passives, dealing 7 damage passively, 12 damage if I evoke this. So what I think I'm going to do is 6, 12, 18, he's going to do 20, I have 2 energy. So I will probably, yeah, I'll play this, get another lightning, and then I'll play this, channel another frost, do some damage to him. So now I'm gonna get 24, right? Yeah, 24 block, and do 7 damage. So he's not gonna be able to do anything. He's gonna take multiple damage hits from the bronze scales and put himself right back in defense mode. And use the passive effect of all your orbs again. Do it. Get all that block in the world. Play a zap because reasons. And then, yeah, I can afford to strike him. Look at that. As far as turtle builds go, this is the best I've managed to do. So now I can finally play that static discharge that came around. I could evoke my next orb, why not? And yeah, call that a day. And rebound. So the next card I play, unfortunately this, so the next card you play is put back on top of your draw pile like I used before. I did try to use that on cards that exhaust, and unfortunately it does not work that way, which is a pity. So I'm just gonna play the reboot, and that brought back my impulse, so I can rechannel all of my abilities again. And still have 2, so I've got some blocks, so let's do that, and let's play a zap, get even more block. So I've got all the block I need, and I'm doing 21 damage. I love this. It's so much fun. Don't really... Let's see, that's 6, 12, 18, so I would need to play 1 more. Eventually those cards basically become useless the more you gain focus using that card, because you're losing the dexterity, but that's fine by me. Alright, so there we go again. So now they're doing 8, and as long as I keep them focusing around, I don't have to worry, and that'll actually kill them. And that's the importance of just keeping your orbs going. Echo Form. The first card you play each turn is played twice. This is a really fantastic card. Choose 2 cards from the draw pile and place them in your hand and exhaust this. Not bad. Creative AI is also very good, because it will generate more and more power cards. And this is the only character, so far at least, that can reliably always generate power cards. Granted, they will still have their normal power cost, but that's insane. And if you could have both of these, that would be ridiculous. I kind of want to take this, honestly. Yeah, I'll take the creative AI. Let's see what happens. And then this is one of the new relics that they added. So at the start of each combat, you channel one plasma. Plasma is another one of the orbs that you can get. It gives you energy so long as it's channeled, and as it's upgraded, it gives more energy. So I'm curious how that's going to work with focus. I have not managed to play with that yet. Alright, path of least resistance, because this is a very squishy character. But once you start taking damage, I have found it's quite difficult to come back from. Looks like both of those paths are going to end up in elites, so it looks like this outer path over here is the only way reliable. Well, no, if I go this way, I can curl back around here. Looks like it'll be less fights and more events. So let's do that, because I like hitting the question marks as much as I can. I don't know if you can increase the effect of plasma with focus. That's what I'm curious about. So he's gonna... what does he do? I think, yeah, he's gonna make me, every time I play a skill, take a dazed card, which is gonna suck, so I may as well just hit him. I'll hit him a lot. What the hell? Yeah, so now every time I play a skill, he's gonna add a daze to me, which sucks. However, it'll eventually pay off. Let's just strike him a little bit. I don't want to lose too much health early on in the fight. I want to see if focus affects that. Which means that I don't want to channel, because I want to see. I think I'm just going to deal with it for now and try it in another fight. So that's going to evoke that and give me more energy, not that it matters because it turns over. Alright, so impulse, so that would use all of my passives again. Creative AI, finally. Let's try it. Alright, so that's going to trigger all my passives, do a little bit of damage, get a little bit of block, and then they'll trigger again. So I am going to take damage. 7 though, so that's not terrible. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. So, the very first power card I get from playing Creative AI is Creative AI, which is not that important at the moment, because he's dead anyway. Alright. Channel X Lightning and Exhaust, which could be fun with plasma cards, or plasma orbs, because you would have a lot of energy, and then you could replace everything with lightning, which will give you more energy, which is really silly. Streamline is another fun card that they added for this guy, so it does 15 damage, the upgraded version does 20 damage, and whenever you play Streamline, it reduces the cost of the card for the rest of that combat by 1. So after you've played it twice, it's free. And now that Void is a thing that they added, I believe, what was it? It was for the Awakened one. He used to give you Dazed cards, now he gives you Void, which when it comes up in your hand, it takes away an energy. So you would have to have a plasma card to make use of, or to negate that. Ooh. I don't think I'm going to take any of these, however. Remove all strikes, obtain 5 bites. I mean, I've been trying to get rid of my strikes, but I really don't want the bites, and I definitely don't want to lose my health. Find some potions. Fire potion is great. Poison could be good. I think the weak is going to be more valuable though, just to prevent some heavy damage when I get the chance. No, not going to do it. I could have gotten a random book. There are a couple different types of books, but I don't want to risk it. Alright, so I have that plasma now. Whenever I take damage, I'm going to channel 1 lightning. Or I could just channel a bunch of frost. Either way, I don't want to lose that because I want to try that focus on the energy. And this may be a good guy to do it against. But that's always going to be in my hand anyway because it's innate. And I have tons of energy thanks to that, so I can actually play all of these. But I'm going to lose my focus. Well, shit. Oh well. Affiliate damage, next card to play, blah blah. I'll just reboot. So there's Impulse, there's another Cold Snap. Let's do that. And he's going to do 10 damage. If I trigger that, that's going to be 5 block plus 2 because I'll have another Frost. So it'll be 7, I would only take 3 damage, and I would generate another Lightning, which would trigger a Lightning, doing more damage to him. Yeah, I'll do that. There we go. And this is where you really have to like think out this character. Okay, so I got an Echo form. First start, but I don't have enough energy to play anything else if I do play that. So I'm going to play Allocate, because the stronger my orbs are, the better. And then that means that I can play this, and that will evoke my block, so I've got 7 block, and I'll do 15 damage. Plus, yeah, he did damage to me, so I only play that capacitor, get another... Ooh, that's fun. Get another focus, so I'm up 3 focus, these are now doing 6. And that means that will do 5 block. And, yeah, it will matter. Alright, so he's gonna kill himself here. Alright, well I didn't lose too much health. Channel 1 Frost, draw 2 cards. I mean, Frost is kind of my game at the moment. Energy is conserved for next turn. That would be nice if I had a way of reliably generating plasma. I don't, though. I will take the cool-headed. And I'm gonna rest, because health is difficult. It always is difficult. So I'm gonna start heading my way over to the left. Alright, here we go. So, increase that. Looks like focus does not affect plasma. Good to know. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get some orbs rolling. He's not going to attack, so I really didn't need a block. I probably should have just attacked. Echo form. We still have 1. And that means next turn I would be more powerful. To risk, I think I'm going to weaken him. That way I take less damage. And then... Channel 1 Frost, draw 2 cards, deal 3 damage, Channel 1 Frost, or I could do another Lightning and replace my Lightning. I think I'm going to do this, because that means I'll have more block. Alright, so that'll give me 8 block. I'll reduce the amount of damage I'm going to take. Still have my Plasma, so I'm getting an extra energy. So now, whatever I play, it's going to get played twice. So I could play this and channel 2 Lightning every time I take damage. I could play this, channel 1 Lightning every time I play a power. Play this and get 4 orb slots. Next card. No. I mean, they're all really good for dealing damage. I kind of like the idea of doing this. Just having more orb slots sounds fun. So, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Play that. So that's played twice. So, okay, so that's good to know. This is the max you can have. You can have 7 orb slots. So that was a waste. Good to know. Rebound. I could play this and get this to come back. I think. Oh, it's a power, so it gets removed from combat. Let's see. It did it? No, it did not. Okay. Well, you're learning. That's how this game goes, and I still have my plasma. Machine learning. Draw 1 additional card at the start of each turn. That's kind of useful. Well, let's get the cold snap going. Let's get a chain lightning going. Alright, so that is 16 block. 4, 8, 12, 16. Yep. And then let's play the machine learning and strike him because reapers. So there's the 16 block and then 10 damage, and then he's going to attack. And because I have spikes, he's doing damage to himself. Echo form again. First card you play each turn is played twice. Oof. So does that mean this is played twice because I already have Echo form? What does the Echo form icon look like? Oh god, I have so many. Echo form is this. So if that goes to 3, oh my god. Oh my god, this is insane. Oh, this is so silly. I'm loving this. Just let it happen. Oh, the ability to have multiple echo forms. Look at the top 4 cards of your draw pile. You may discard any of them. That could be useful if you have curses. This is also fantastic just to generate more block. However, with my build, as I gain more focus, these skill cards are going to become useless. I will take this though. I like that, especially if you end up generating status cards thanks to enemies like this motherfucker. Because I know he's going to do it. He's going to do it, I swear to God. So let's go ahead and get my focus going. This will give me 2 frost. So I will trigger that, and if I do this, it will trigger my focus. So with this. But this will draw 2 cards at the same time, so I'm back up to 4 energy. So let's do this, do this. I try to always focus down him first, because he's going to do the most damage the longer the fight goes on, because he buffs up his strength. I don't have anything bad in my hand at the moment. So I'm not going to use this, not going to use this. And the zap's not super useful, so I'll reboot. Alright, so now I can channel another ball. Ooh, yes. Increase my focus again, so that's 12 block and 7 damage. I can capacitor to increase my amount of orbs. Toss that out, so now I've got 2 of those. Perfect. Alright, let's get that creative AI rolling. I don't care about the dazed cards, I'm fine with it. So that's 18 block. Take a little bit. That's okay. So now I should have, yeah, I have some dazed cards. So let's take a look at those, and let's, wait. This will discard them, which means that they're gonna stay. That sucks. Oh well. And it was technically a skill that I used. So this will bring me up to just shy of the maximum. And then let's go ahead and trigger this. Actually, I probably should have saved that for later. Oh well. Still decent. I got 42 block. I mean, I can't really be upset about that. I'm gonna get another 24 just for having those, and I can be okay with this. I don't like this power card. At the start of your turn, add a random common card to your hand. This screws me up so many times, so I'm not gonna play that. I'm just gonna consider that a wasted card and discard it. And the reason why I hate it is because you have other more powerful cards that you want to cycle around. And so when you're constantly getting strikes and defends and shit like that, or cards that they could be good but you have to play them multiple times like Streamline, it's just not worth it to me. Ball lightning, static discharge, he's not going to be attacking, so I think the Echo Form is the better bet here. Let's discard these because I don't want them to come up. That impulse could be fun though. Alright, let's end the turn. And he'll probably be dead, like as long as I still have these lightning orbs, he's dead at the end of this turn, so it doesn't really matter what happens. In fact, he's dead right now. Especially since it was going to play them all twice. I could add another capacitor, but now that I know the maximum, that's kind of a waste of time. Anything that does damage to me is a waste of time. Statuses are good. And I don't really need another rebound, so I'm just going to keep skipping. And I'm wanting to head to the left. Ooh, Peace Pipe. That's good. Alright, allocate. Get that focus rolling. Get those going. 2 orb slots. Probably should have played that first. Yeah, as usual, I don't plan ahead. Alright, get some powers rolling. Kinda tempted to use this fire potion to get rid of one. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 3 damage. I don't really apply debuffs though, but it is free to play, so fuck it. Impulse, cool-headed. Use the passive effect of all your channeled orbs. So get as many channeled orbs as I can first. New program would get rid of some cards. Alright, well that's it then. So I'll give me 12 and an energy. And then I will do this. Alright, so I've got a rebound. Next card you play. Ooh, yes. So I will rebound and play allocate, so that will give me up to 4 focus, and next turn I will get focus again, because that's on top of my draw pile. And that gives me 30 block, which is what I needed. And he's basically going to kill himself this fight anyway. So I get another sadistic nature, not that it matters, but I get another allocate. And I can play cold snap. So now I'm generating 32 block every turn. And he killed himself, and he hurt himself. Why do I keep getting sadistic natures? If I could apply a debuff, I would be doing 9 damage. Isn't that what it is? Yeah, whenever you apply a debuff, deal 9 damage, which I'm not doing. So it doesn't matter. Look at that, 42 block. Storm, whenever you play a power, channel 1. Cool-headed, static discharge, ball lightning. You know what? Let's get some static going. Let's discard all 3 of you because I don't care about you. In fact, discard you too. So I'll do 9 damage to him. So buffer. Prevent the next time you lose HP. Well, that's really damn useful right now. In fact, because I would lose HP. Well, I would have if I didn't have this shit ton amount of defense. Does that stick around? Yeah, it does. It stays. Very useful. So even if I didn't have any block, which I just got another one anyway, it would stick around. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. That may actually end the fight. Nope, just shy of it. Cool. Channel 1 Dark. So that could be a useful thing for me. Dark is the one that every turn it increases the amount of damage it does. It's a high energy cost though. I'll take it. That's a fun little nuke that just sits there building up dangerous power. It's fun. I'm looking forward to it. So let's play Chill. Just go ahead and generate 3 of those. That will automatically use up that focus. And then play this, so that will use 1 of my frosts. Oh, maybe I should have rebounded it. Did it exhaust it? No, that exhausted, so I could have rebounded it and had multiple darks. But that's okay. I'll just attack you because you're the weakest. I guess I'll do this, just to have another defend rolling around. So next turn this is going to deal 12 damage. Alright, so let's get creative AI going and some defense. Yeah, so it increases its damage by 6 every time. Alright, so self-repair is a fun power you can get, so at the end of combat I will now heal for 7. Use the passive effect of all your orbs, so that would increase the power of that even more. I could also channel more cold. Currently they're not doing a lot of damage. I don't really want any of these next turn, so that's useful. I really love how strategic this character can be. I don't want to draw cards though, so I'm going to deal damage and get another frost. So now you're going to do 30 damage to the lowest health person. So I want to make sure that you die so that it does 30 damage to someone else. And that actually increases the amount of damage it rolls every turn. Interesting. Whenever you play a power, draw 1 card. Capacitor increases the slots. Thing is, okay, there we go. I need to generate a couple more orbs in order to use that now. Right, whenever you take attack damage, generate a lightning. I actually can probably trigger this. Oh, that's gonna be so much damage though. 4, 8, 12. Oof. Ouch. Ouchies. I want to make sure that one of these guys kills himself. Because as he attacks me, it's going to trigger block. So that's going to be 3 damage. And that'll trigger the block. Ah, no, that's what I did wrong, because it was going to generate multiple. Well, I didn't plan that out quite like I intended. But that's okay. Let's just defend, and then he'll die. Alright. Well, I lost a lot more health than I should have. Another allocate, which once I upgrade will be even more powerful. Alrighty. Rebound will give whatever I play back. That's an unupgraded allocate. That's gonna exhaust itself anyway, and it's free. So what do I want to rebound? I could rebound a zap. Could rebound an unupgraded allocate, which is not great. Or I could rebound another static discharge. Let's do that. Alright, so there's the upgraded allocate. Impulse could trigger everything again, which would do 6 damage, give me 5 block, and give me another energy. So that's basically free. Could evoke this and get a lot of energy. It'd be kind of a waste though, because I wouldn't be able to draw more cards to make use of it. Whew. This is gonna be tough. I may die, and I don't like that. Channel 1 Frost, draw 2 cards. Cold Snap. Channel 1 Lightning, so that's gonna deal 3 damage, so that'll get through his block. And that will evoke that, which will do 11 damage. Damn it. Well, no, actually that will work, because I have the 1 extra lightning. Ooh. I am hurting. Deal 11 damage, channel 1 lightning now. I really, really need to rest. I wanted to toke and remove a card, but I can't afford to. This could be a heal event, it could be a fight. I want to risk it, because I want as much health going into the boss as I can get. I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna go with the merchant, because then I can remove one of these. Prevent the next time you lose HP. It's expensive to play, but it's very valuable, especially when you're facing a guy like I'm about to, who does a lot of damage. Definitely have enough money to get it. Like I said, this is pretty much useless because as I build up focus using my allocate cards, regular block generation is going to become useless. So the more frost I can channel, the better. I think Cold Snap is a good investment, and probably this. I won't be needing these cards, these potions. So I just get rid of them. They're basically useless to me. Alright, so rest once again. Just get up to, what, 53? Alright. So he's going to summon his little minions, which are annoying. So I'm actually going to hold on to this chill, because when his minions rolls around, I'll be able to generate more frost from them. Buffer, prevent the next time you lose HP. It's probably going to be a small amount of HP, but I'm going to hold on to that. It may not come around when I want it, though. And because it's a power, it's not going to be affected by rebound. So I'm gonna drink this already. Alright, here we go. That'll give me some focus so I can start things going well. And maybe I'll rebound. Well, probably shouldn't have rebounded. Probably should have just played the ball lightning. Yeah, so playing that buffer would have been a waste. That'll get me up to 3 focus. Played this, that'll give me energy. Doom and Gloom, 7 damage to all enemies, it's nice. He's going to be taking one of my cards, which is crappy, but it's okay. Cold Snap, let's just go ahead and work on him because he's the weakest. Still have 1 energy, and I can play another Allocate. Yes. That means I can also decide if I want any of these. I do want Chill to come around, assuming they don't take it. I'll discard the Defect. Alright, let's see what happens. What's he gonna take? He took Creative AI, which is understandable. That is a very powerful card. I'm okay with him doing that. And that means I can generate my Frost and do damage to him, which is what I wanted. Rebound, Channel 1 Lightning, or Channel 1 Frost, or Impulse. Use the passive effect of all your channel orbs. That is what I want to do. Well, not necessarily this turn, but you know what I mean. The more block, the better. If it carried over, even better, but so be it. Alright, so Cold Snap, start discharging, take damage, Impulse. And that's going to be 28 damage, so I do want Impulse. And then if I static discharge, and then Cold Snap do a little bit of damage to you, that will give me more block, and generate even more block. I may actually just toss this out for that. Alright, no one's attacking, so I don't need to dual cast that. I could just keep generating focus, give myself an extra spot, and attack him. He has buffer anyway, so I need to get rid of him. Like, now. I need to get rid of him now. And I don't think I'm going to be able to unless I can generate enough orbs and this happens to attack him. I would have to generate 3 orbs though, which I'm not going to be able to do. This would do 5 damage to all. This would deal 2 damage. Yeah, no. Fuck. I mean, I'm not going to take as much damage as I would be afraid of, but the fact that I didn't have buffer to completely negate that attack is what makes me sad. And I do have Creative AI now. So I'll just increase my focus again, so I'm up to 7 focus, which is fantastic. Which means that this is going to do an insane amount of damage when it rolls around and finally kills him, or hits him anyway. So Defragment, gain 1 focus, that's nice. He's going to do 26 damage, I'm going to already block for 20. Rebound, or Cold Snap. Cold Snap could be good, it would do damage to him. Let's see what's coming up next. Passive effect. I could use Cool Headed to get Impulse. If I discard these. And then I play this. So I get 1 Frost, deal damage to him, get my Allocate. Oh, that's even better than getting Impulse. So that means I'm gonna get 36 block, and look how much damage this is gonna do 47 damage when eventually it gets used. That's beautiful. And then there's my Allocate again. And I have my buffer. And let's reprogram. In fact, actually no, I want to keep dual cast. Because if I play my cards right, I'll be able to evoke that dark twice. I just got to generate 1 orb next turn. Alright, so I evoke this. So now this would do 65 damage. In fact, I'm gonna Impulse. and I could have double played this, but playing that is fine by me. I really need to upgrade that card at some point. Magnetism at the start of your turn, add a random colorless card to you. No. Gain more focus. In fact, I could even rebound that. So let's do that. Let's rebound it. And cold snap it. So I'm getting 45 block and doing a shit ton of damage. Now I know what it feels like to be these kind of automatons. Storm, whenever you play a power channel 1 lightning, allocate. Let's go ahead and make those ridiculous. So I'm going to be doing 34 damage, so he should die. Oh yeah, he's definitely dying. There he goes. Alright, this is the very first time that I have made it to Act 3 with this character, and I am really looking forward to it. I could take this and actually finally get some plasma going. I don't think I want to though, because knowing that focus doesn't affect plasma, I kind of like just keeping electricity and frozen orbs. Another reboot could be nice, but it would also waste a space. I'll skip. Let's see. Do not. No. No. Choose and transform 3 cards, which I think I have. Yeah, I'll do that. And I don't really need the defense, so I can finally get rid of my strikes. Whoa. Hold on. What did I just get? So I got seek, draw, choose 3 cards from your draw pile and place them into your hand and exhaust. Whenever you channel an orb, draw 1 card and deal 9. Hey, perfect! This build is going well. Of course, I probably just jinxed myself and I'm going to lose in the first 1 or 2 conflicts. Also, the Awakened one, so you'll be able to see, assuming I get to him, his new mechanics with the Void cards. Or, yeah, Void cards. Looks like this is going to be the way to avoid fights. That's going to be the path of least resistance. Got it. Okay. So 3 enemies, 3 chills. 2 energy. What's coming up next, maybe? Because then I can decide if I want to reboot or not. But the next time you lose HP, deal 9 damage to all enemies and channel 1 dark. Evoke your next orb. I do not want those. I would have the energy to use that. So I will put that. And then rebound. Or reboot. And that way, whenever you channel an orb, draw 1 card. Okay, alright. Let's do that and then defend. So I'm getting all the block I need, probably. Well, not all the block I need, but enough. And then I'll channel a lightning. Alright, so there's one of my allocates. Seek is a skill. Choose 3 cards from your draw pile and place them into your hand. Bias cognition, gain 4 focus. So this is one of the cards that pays off in the short run, especially if the fight is going to end very quickly, because you're going to be consistently losing focus the longer the fight goes on. So you'll start out with 4, but you're going to have to keep playing allocates and stuff like that in order to prevent yourself from going into the negative. So I don't want to play that, especially since currently the only allocate in my hand is the one that only gives me 1. Maybe I'll risk it, because these guys are going to explode. Yeah, I'll risk it. So those will give me 14 block, and that will do 8 damage. If I play this, I'll get additional block. Go. Let's do it. So 24 is definitely avoiding the damage. And that means these guys are going to explode on their next turn, which will deal 30 damage, so I really need to get rid of them. Maybe play a power channel 1 lightning. That would be a power. 6 damage, so... Means I could force one of them, but I really need to make sure that I keep as much block as I can, because they're gonna do so much damage. Just discard them. So I want those, and I want this. That could be nice too. I don't want to discard any of those. I'm only going to be able to draw 2 of them though. Maybe I'll take away those. Play this. So I can play buffer, which I believe one of them will explode first. Please don't attack first. Okay, whew. So that negated 1. So I'll take 30 damage. Jesus. But at least I didn't take it all. And I'm up to 6 focus. Rebound could bring something back if I had a free card, which this is the only free card. I think I'll just probably play Cold Snap. Okay, so let's just channel 1 cross draw 2 cards. Let's do that. And then force that to play. And then that'll kill it. Alright. Go for the eyes, channel. Or get 2 orbs, innate. Whenever you play power, channel 1 light. That could be nice, I guess. Especially since it's innate as the upgraded card. Ooh, this guy's new. Flame Bruiser. He also doesn't have any animations, and it looks like he does something very similar to me. He has orbs. So he's kind of my counterpart. But I definitely want to do that. I wonder what his power is going to be. Doom and Gloom could be nice here. That could give me a ton of energy, but I don't have the ability to draw cards. Well, actually, these guys do. Get 5 energy and play Reboot. There we go. And then I get Doom and Gloom anyway. So let's play that. And then he's probably not going to attack. So let's just do some Cold Snaps. Choose 3 cards and place them in your hand. Choose a skill. I don't have any energy though. Well. I'll just choose the defense because I'm not going to be able to use them, so that way they don't come up. So what do you? So he would have summoned another minion, or do his minions just keep coming back? Maybe he would have just summoned. Alright, so I need to build up my focus. Prevent the next time you lose HP. That could definitely help me out right now. Especially... Actually, that's power, so that's not going to work. So that would be 9 block. I have a feeling that these guys would be adding burn cards to me if I allowed them to hit me, which really do suck. Yeah, so he's just a flame bruiser, so that's what he's going to be doing. So let's keep generating the focus. Looks like I'm safe this turn. He's going to summon another fire orb. Called it. Whenever you channel an orb, draw 1 card. Gain 4 focus. That could make me pretty powerful right now, especially if I use impulse here. So that'll give me... Huh, that's interesting. So that lightning was affected by the focus, but this wasn't. Or did he gave me an effect, didn't he? At the start of your turn, no, that's mine. Okay. I'm kind of tracking what's going on whenever you take damage. I'm not going to be taking damage, so let's just do that. Alright. I wonder why that... Is that just a visual glitch? They're all the same now. Interesting. Move at the start of your turn, use the passive ability of your next orb. That's a nice power. Let's reprogram. I want that. Well, the problem is, there's no way to get it. That's okay, because I'm keeping his minion dying every time. Hey, self-repair. That's what I need. I need some help. And then I can increase my focus, and he's dead. I don't even have to do anything. So I got my 7 health. I'm good. Alright, I get to lose something. Could lose Impulse, could lose Stag Charge, could lose Doom Gloom. I haven't really been taking damage that much, so I don't think losing Static Discharge is that bad. This is a new enemy, also no animations, so he has a lot of health though. 16 damage, so I only get 1 frost for you whenever you play Power Channel and Lightning. Whenever you channel an orb, draw 1 card. Interesting. Next time you lose HP, gain 2 focus. Let's do that. Yep, those fed into each other, so I could rebound, but it's really only going to be useful for generating. I could do 7 damage, or I could, yeah, I'm not going to waste the plasma. At least not intentionally. He'll waste the plasma. Let's get some orbs. No idea what this negative effect's going to be. He's completely new to me. Could dual cast. That would be a waste, I think. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to draw more cards to make the most of it. But I may as well just play Cold Snap and Ball Lightning, which is going to use up my plasma anyway. But then I'd be able to dual cast a Lightning. Choose 3 cards from your draw pile, or I could do this. 3 cards from your draw pile. Creative AI could be nice. Cool-headed could be nice. And Impulse. So then, if I play this, that will generate 4 energy. Use Creative AI. And then... so I'll do 15 plus 4 block. Yeah. And then still have 1 energy, deal 6 channel 1, which would also deal another 10. I kind of like alternating the orbs just for safety's sake. I really don't know yet what makes this, like what a good strategy is for this character. It's a very challenging character. They weren't lying about that. At the end of your turn, take 10 damage. Oof, that is a powerful fucking ability. And he's going to do 22, so I really need a lot of block. And I hate the Hello World card. I've been over that. I hate it, and I don't want it. That could get me up to 3 focus. The top 4 cards. I do have reboots. That could be good. Impulse would be nice. Don't need that, don't need that. I really need stuff like that Impulse. So what I think I want to do is get the focus. So that'll be 15. Then play this. That will be 8. So I got the Impulse now. And then play them all. So that'll give me all the block I need. Alright. Yeah, that'll save. Whew. Alright. So my creative AI gave me another creative AI. I'll be automatically getting 15. And whenever I play a power, whenever you channel an orb, gain 1 card, or draw 1 card, and whenever you play a power, channel 1 lightning. So I'm going to be channeling a lightning, which will cause that to play. Let's do this first, and then this. So that will do 13 damage. Alright. And it'll give me 21 block. Oh no, oh, I forgot that that constricted stays, so I need so much more block. Or I need to do 40 damage basically. So 16. So I could improve that to 18 damage. I'm still going to take 10 damage though. That's 21. And I need to block 26. Let's play the buffer. And the focus. Alright, so that'll be 16 plus 10, so that's 26 damage, which is exactly what I need to block. And it didn't matter anyway, because I had the lightning kill him. There's so many things to consider with this character, it's mind-boggling. This is going to be the longest video I've ever uploaded for Slay the Spire. Use the passive ability of your next orb. Gain 7 block X times. 3 damage to the enemy. Alright. One more fight and then a campfire. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. I was wondering when you'd show up. Let's go ahead and get this going. Innate and display power. I actually probably should have done that first. As usual, not planning ahead. I have 5 energy. There's my focus cards. 1 focus. Creative AI in here. Creative AI is in here. I have 5 energy, so that's gonna be 3. 2 energy. Maybe bring reboot, or I can play more powers. Because then once the powers are out of the way, they're out of the way. It would be nice to have more. Alright, so do that, and do that. And then I still have 1 energy, so I will do a cold snap. Get a little more. That's 12 low. Hey, self-repair. That is definitely something I need right now. Buffer could be nice, especially since if I block it'll just keep coming around anyway. But I'm definitely going to be taking damage anyway, because all I've got is a bunch of lightning. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, whenever you take damage when no one's attacking this turn, so that's kind of pointless. 8 damage to all enemies, channel 1 dark. Full head of channel 1 frost, draw 2 cards. I do need to get more frost going. So I got cold snaps. I think I'll just play the cold snaps. Yeah. That's 12 block. Doesn't matter this turn, but it will matter this turn. And we channel an orb. Start your turn with passive ability. Yes. Draw 1 card. Alright. So 8, 16. Shit. That's gonna hurt. I wish I had a lizard tail. God damn it. This is not a character you can play quickly unless you have a lightning fast brain. But I'm really, really loving this guy. Let's see if I got another unlock. Did I get it? No, I did not. So I still have 3 unlocks for him. But yeah, that's the defect. Let me get back to the main menu and show you his splash screen. So this is what his icon looks like, and this is his splash screen. So yeah, you start out with the cracked core, channel 1 lightning at the start of your turn, and this has been Slay the Spire with Remy G and the LUGheads. See you next time.